motherfucking time it is. The shit talking show, shit talking hour. You know what it is. You know what it is. Are we gonna go on these TikTok streets or we gonna go on YouTube streets and finish what I was doing yesterday? I think I'm gonna go to TikTok. See what TikTok talking about. See what TikTok talking about. Let me hear what she said right real quick. Conversation, and I said to him, "Oh, y'all ever wonder why Africans don't really like us?" Well, I was married to an African. I remember we was having a conversation, and I said to him, it just really seemed like y'all don't really like us. I was showing. I never thought niggas and Africans didn't get along, cause niggas always talking about they wanna go back to Africa. We all Africans and shit. Now on TikTok, you got a group of niggas separating themselves talking about we all ain't Africans. And my dad used to say that shit all the time too. You know. So, I mean, when it comes to that conversation, I don't really got too much knowledge on that shit. But I do know all black people do not come from Africa. Even though black people, they claim we are the oldest people on earth because niggas done read a few little self-help books and did all this and that. Who knows, bro? If you wasn't there when they wrote the book or wrote the story, I can't really believe that shit, bro. So, you got to take everything with a grain of salt and then listen to more she got to say. A video. I said, this is what they show us of y'all, that y'all hungry, your ribs is hanging out. So I showed him the video of one of those commercials they would show us like 3 in the morning. Could you spare $1? He said, that is not us. He looked at that. Who it is then? Don't tell me them commercials fake too. Oh man, what from our childhood? What is it that we was taught that is really real? You know what I'm saying? Cause when you get older and you start to get a mind for yourself, when you're a kid, you think as a kid. But it's like once you get like to like the mid-20s, it's like you start having an epiphany when it comes to life, and you be like, my childhood was a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it make you think like, did your parents or adults, did they know this shit was a lie? And they was just trying to force this lie on us because they was mad? I think that's really what it be. I think adults and parents be trying to force these lies on us because they got the lies forced on them. That's what I think it is. Video, he laughed and he said, who is that? He said, that is not us. He said, that's not them in Africa. That was never them starving. I said, what? So then I said, well, what is they showing y'all of us? He said the movies that they see of us is that we are, our men sell drugs, which they do. But they sell drugs and they just murder anything walking. They murder everybody. And so I said, well, what they show y'all about us? He said, they show them that we're prostitutes and we get high. And I was like, what? And so then he said when he went to get his papers from immigration or whoever he get the papers from. Now look at this comment right here. It say Africa is rich. Now Africa is rich, but the thing about it is Africa is still in slavery like they claim our people was back in the days. You know what I'm saying? They still under that, what they call it, colonizing. They still under that racist shit over there. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain shit they can't do. Even though Africa is one of the richest countries, just do your research on some of the richest people in the world, and I bet you they come out of Africa. I bet you like in the top 10, it's somebody from Africa. And they most likely a queen or a king or something, and they black. So, yeah, I mean, Africa is rich, but it just got a lot of stipulations on when it comes to certain people. Like, I feel like even the black people in power in Africa are racist. Because how is it that you got kings, queens, and princes, and then you got certain parts of Africa where they still being colonized and going through segregation and racism, and they can't do certain shit that we could do in America, and that's why they come to America. So I don't know. That's just my observation of it.
Come here. He said they told him, don't marry a black woman. You be better off marrying a white woman. So when we're looking at this separateness.
And another thing too, a lot of foreigners, I'm gonna say 50% of foreigners, because everything is 50-50 to me in life. A lot of foreigners are like that. I never forget my daddy told me when he was growing up in Miami back in the 70s and shit and 80s, he said one of his first jobs, Haitian people and other islanders who was in Miami at the time, they used to put white on their application instead of, African American or other and all that shit. They used to put white on their applications. So, a lot of these immigrants be thinking they white, especially when they get a little education, get a little bit of that white man education. They be thinking they white, you know, because they be whitewashed when they come to America. And they look at white people as superior. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of foreigners like that, if you ask me, especially if they got education and they got a little money.
We have amongst each other, it was inbred in us. It was inbred to them to fear us. So they fear us and don't like us. We got to wake up, y'all, and come back together and unite in unity. There was things that was done and said to keep us apart. Ashay, y'all ever wonder why?
Come back in unity. I don't think black people ever was unified. Black people helped sell black people into slavery. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know when it come to that. I don't know. I just know black people ain't shit, white people ain't shit, ain't nobody shit, if you ask me. Okay, I never heard of this panel right here. It's called 90s Dope Boy. Let's see what they talking about.
Family cookout and somebody get to arguing and shit,
I ain't saying go to the freaking gym if they sucking their tongue and killing it.
Put Perry in a big screen. One more time. Put Perry in the big screen.
Focus on me. You're trying to focus on me. Relax.
Hell, dude. She said relax.
She got them big old hands. She got them big hands.
Relax, dog.
Beautiful hands. Beautiful hands.
Man. Hey.
You saw that's a lady with big hands? I ain't gonna lie. If I see something that look like a lady, cause you gotta say that these days, something that look like a lady. Man, if you see something that look like a lady and they got big ass hands and broad shoulders, if they ain't working, when it comes to the big, when it comes to muscles and shit, okay, I can see that. But broad shoulders and big hands, if that motherfucker ain't at least 6 feet tall or taller, something wrong there. Something wrong there. They might have a little ding dong between their legs.
You have to say what? What did you say?
Well, you know what? I tell you what, you look better on your live than your profile pic.
Even better.
Most people don't. It's was the
even better. I don't even know. Look at what kind of backhand?
She look old and fat. Won't know why he lying to her ass. Let's move on to some more TikTok streets. See what they talking about.
See their dad. Most of the time, a woman is a single mother because the man made her a single woman. No, that didn't even cut it out. I know, but he don't have to not see his child.
You see how they make excuses for the women all the time, bro. I think I need to start doing shorts on this type of shit. Because I know it'll go. It'll do numbers. But why is it every time a woman a single mother, 80% of the time they blame the man? Or maybe if he would have been a better man. Well, maybe if he was raised like this. Well, maybe they don't never say nothing about the deadbeat mothers. They don't never say nothing about the mothers who ain't shit. They always get them a cop out. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know why a man is not in his child life. You don't know why. The bitch could have left Miami and went to Georgia. The bitch could have left Miami and went to California. And she could have just, you know what I'm saying? You got women out there like that. And you got men out there like that too. I feel like if there's no abuse involved in the relationship, it's 50-50. When it's a when it's the reason why somebody is a single parent, mother or father, it's a 50-50 problem. It's never 100% unless it's abuse involved. That's just my opinion.
That's why I know Rich was trying to with the bullshit this morning. I mean this afternoon because the same topic getting people hot. Okay. Let me tell you something. Hold on, Frank. Hold on, Frank. My cousin. Yes. So her cousin. She was messing with the dude. He was good. He perceived to be a good dude. Begged her to have the baby and all that. And then after, where he at now? 4 years later. Where he at? He's not there, and he got discharged. Nowhere to be found. What are we talking about here?
Where have you ever heard a man beg a woman for a baby? Only time niggas really do shit like that if they like in a real serious relationship. But most niggas who just hitting it and vibing with you, are you just dating? They not beg you for no fucking baby. I don't know. I gotta hear more on this situation because that don't make no sense.
I got a baby mama. All right, so you got a baby mama. How come you didn't lock her down? Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Listen to me. I got a baby mama right now. We not together, right? I can't see my son unless I crack her. Well, you should have chose better. Which is crazy. Yeah. You see how that sounds when it's reversed? Hey, but I'm telling you about it. It is what it is. I'm just showing you that it's different. It's different.
See, you see what he said, right? You see what she said. You should have chose better. It's men that say this shit every time I come on TikTok. So I see why she said that. Because it's men that say that shit all day to women. Oh, you a single? See, if you a single mother of one or two, okay. But if you a single mother of 4 or 5 different baby daddies, then the problem is you. Majority of the problem, it ain't 50-50 no more. It's 70% your fault. I really want to say 100, I'm going to say 70. Because it's like, why do you keep getting pregnant by different men, bro? Why? Don't you know it's shit you can get out here that you can never get rid of, and you just going around just sleeping with niggas and letting them busting you raw? Don't you know you can get that? Don't you know in Atlanta alone, in the last, I don't know how many days, but I just seen it last week. It say 20,000 cases in Atlanta, and that's just what reported because people don't when they got tested. So imagine probably 50,000 people who didn't get tested. It's probably 30 more thousand cases out there. And then you got some shit going around too I seen called somebody could have that shit, but it could be undetected. Like, man, we as people gotta be careful these days, bro. You can't even have sex in peace. You know what I'm saying? If a bitch ain't trying to drain your energy or drain your pockets, you gotta worry about if the bitch got some shit that you can't get rid of. You know what I'm saying? Then the females, they gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying, if a nigga DL or if a nigga just, you know, I don't know because I'm not a female, but they got shit, they gotta, some of the same shit I say, they gotta worry about too. You know what I'm saying? But I really think most people in general don't even give a fuck. when it comes to relationships and having sex, they don't give a fuck. People just get on this internet after they give a fuck. Cause when in real life you ever heard somebody ever sit down and actually give a fuck about shit like that? They don't be giving a fuck. Only thing a nigga and a bitch see is a pretty face. I can't even say pretty smile, cause you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all smile don't be pretty, but some of you, but you be pretty. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all motherfuckers see is the appearance. And then after they see the appearance, the conversation. So as long as you got them two right there, you ain't even gotta be honest with you. You can have the appearance and you ain't even gotta have the conversation. And niggas and bitches still gonna go. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man. But yeah, man, they still gonna go, man. I had to pause my shit real quick, man. Let's get back to this shit, man. I lost my train of thought, man.
Pregnant and his side piece pregnant at the same time.
That's just a trash guy.
But it does. If he would have chose better, if he would have said, you know what, I'm not gonna give myself to somebody
I'd rather make
until I know that this woman is somebody I want to actually have a baby with, because I know that there's a possibility I can get her that. I can get her pregnant.
That's my whole thing. At the end of the day, a mother doesn't stop mothering. Y'all can get up and walk away and have no repercussions unless you put you on child support. That's it.
Whatever. You just can't stop taking the.
No, it ain't whatever, because men stop caring. Men stop caring. They don't pay child support. Why the fuck is that even a thing? I shouldn't have to go I shouldn't have to go to the government to tell you to take care of your own kids. That's ludicrous.
Period.
That's something that you should automatically know, whether you with me or not. He need diapers. He need food. He need school clothes. He need this.
That's what fucked up relationships and fucked the world up. That right there, child support. Once the government get involved, it fuck up everything. It fuck up everything. And then 9 times out of 10, you put somebody on child support, they not even gonna get half of the money. Say you pay $1,000 a month, the jit might get $300. The mama might get $300. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know a nigga when I used to work construction, probably like 5 years ago, and we used to get like whatever how much money we used to get per day, cause we used to get day pay, and this nigga would get like $20 a day, and he would have to go like down the street, and he'll work for another construction company at nighttime, just so he could have some bread, cause they were raping him. You know what I'm saying? They were took that nigga to the cleaner. They was going all through his pockets. You know what I'm saying? And that was just for one jit. And that's when I found out that you can pay all that money in child support every month, and they ain't gonna even get most of that money. And I feel like half of the time the wrong niggas get put on child support. You know, every nigga you break up with, who you have a baby with, shouldn't go on child support. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you nigga gotta do y'all part too. You know what I'm saying? If you don't show the initiative off rip and look out for your jit, hey, whatever happened to you, sucker. Cause you should have looked out for your jit. So then you got these fools out here talking about, oh yeah, after you have like 9 or 10 kids or some shit like that, you ain't gotta pay child support no more. Who wants to have that many kids with that many different women? That's fucking sick. That niggas walk around and brag about it. Oh yeah, boy. Boy, once I had this 10th child, I ain't gotta pay no more child support. Like, shit is sick, bro. Like if you're gonna have 10 jits, at least have 1 or 2 mamas, or even 3. But to have 8, 9, 10 baby mamas, that's fucking sick, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Man or female, if you have more than 2 baby mamas, it's something wrong with you. Mama and daddy must ain't do something for you growing up. Grandma, somebody really must have hurt you if you think you gotta go around and have that many kids with that many different women. And then niggas wonder why they be having bad luck. You saying you leaving all these broken homes, all this, it just all fucked up.
She need to know how to take care of the kids. That's it.
Modesty. Man, that shit's some bullshit. Fuck that. Let girl. That shit's so bullshit.
Overused and this shit stink.
Man, we gonna know. What are your name down there? What you say?
I'm saying if your pum overused and your personality, like we could tell, man, like that shit busted. Like we could tell you busted.
What you mean you can tell?
What my mama, look, I'm from the BX. We could tell you.
And it's gonna be loose. You gonna better just slide in that motherfucker like a slippy slide. Like a slip and slide that you put in the backyard. Just slide on that bitch.
But the white girls be running. They be running down to these boroughs upstate. So like I do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna put what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these females out here just think like doo-doo, bro. It ain't even all that. Y'all
He's definitely a Bronx dude.
Y'all playing the same cards. What's pum to me? What's pum to me if you can't even be modest? You know what I mean? No bullshit. How shorty come up to me the other day, I was about to call the police on her the way she was talking to me. The police.
I like it. I'm gonna go to the Bronx.
No. That Jamaican. No.
Look how easy it is. She going already. She don't even know the nigga. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And they wonder why they be bitter single mothers 5 years down the road.
I ate out of some of the best fucking, like, talking about the best city in the world.
We be having all types of females run over here, though. From upstate, they be driving 3 hours just to come see us. Like, I don't know how good y'all girls got it, but us, man, we be pulling all types of shit over here.
I'm say, you ain't gonna find no wife in New York, bro.
Hell no. Hey, man, you
Okay, Frank, it's on you.
Yeah, that's definitely fucking lie. New York is way too big for y'all to say that.
Boy?
No.
What you looking for, Frank? What you looking for?
Ain't no married women in New York.
I don't want nothing that be getting cracked. I want something that be chilling.
Girls from all 5 boroughs be getting cracked? Who the fuck don't?
Women lie.
Who the fuck you think you gonna find modesty at? Alabama? Shit.
Because us in the South, baby, he need him a Southern belle. What are you talking about?
A lot of them bitches ain't bells.
He need a Southern belle.
It's getting a little too ignorant for me right now. I'm not really trying to get ignorant right now. And they just talking a bunch of yin. Go on to the next. Oh, let's see what they talking about. This the controversial live right here. Oh.
I'm just not. No, I know I'm not that kind of person. I'm not saying I would treat the child like poorly, but I know that, like, here's the thing. I had a friend, and she was, like, convinced she couldn't have kids, like myself. And she married this Hawaiian dude who had 3 kids already, and they were kind of young.
Another sob story. I don't want to hear that shit. On to the next.
Wow. What were you wearing?
Like this, just sitting in the camera like this.
Somebody just asked these old bitches how they took a nap yet.
How you gonna have your cheekies out though?
It was like bathing suit cheekies tight.
Look at
It
this
wasn't
shit.
too bad.
Look at this
No, it
shit.
wasn't thong cheek.
They just come on, bro. They laying down at 7 o'clock. They come on, bro. Every time you come on this live, like the last 2 days I come on this live, they just sitting there. Come on, bro. This shit pathetic, bro. These old bitches. I don't understand why y'all niggas like old bitches so much. These bitches be motherfucking lazy as hell. They be always want to take a nap. Always want to go to sleep and shit. Like, if you gonna get you an old bitch, you gotta get you an old bitch that act young and act her age at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You can't get one that act too young, because then it's just like dealing with a bitch your age. Let's hear what the AI God got to say today.
Gladness. I long to fill your life to overflowing with blessing and joy. Even if you cannot grasp my methods, rest in the knowledge of my unchanging care for you. Trust me with everything. Let your faith expand. I hold you, your loved ones, your finances.
God is
and your health
speaking.
in my keeping.
God
I've
is
heard every petition
speaking.
you have brought before me, and one by one, I will answer in alignment with my perfect will and timing. I will fill your heart with elation as my responses unfold, building up your faith and equipping you with new confidence to approach my throne.
Another thing too, you motherfuckers, stop coming in this bitch and not liking. If you gonna come in and come out, just like the shit. Motherfucker keep coming in and out. What the fuck? Who you working with? You working with them people or something? Like, goddamn, motherfucker, like the motherfucking live, bitch. Real, man. Like the motherfucking live, man. Keep coming in this shit, peeking and shit.
With my living word, letting your soul find strength in my promises. Remember that my love and power dwell inside you, enabling you to leave behind the grudges and anger you harbor against those who have hurt you. I will not allow the enemy to knock you down or set traps that keep you from fulfilling my purpose. Those who wish to harm you will eventually awaken to their wrongdoing. They will acknowledge.
All right, it's enough of that right there.
What are you doing? You can't even read. You a question. Where are you from? Where are you from? I'm from the place that you hear and talk at the same time. You can't listen and talk at the same. Oh, I can't. So wait, you can't ask me a question and then wait for an answer either, can you? Huh? What are you even on about, idiot? I don't know what the fuck that even was. You asked me where I'm from. Can I tell you? He said, I'm asking, where are you from? Where are you from? I want to tell you. Can I tell you? Where are you from? Can I tell you? Can I tell you? I'm from if you stop saying I can tell you. You're an idiot, bro.
It's a nigga that came on this live one time I'm on right now. They beefing with this other live I was just on a few minutes ago. And it's a nigga that come on that shit, he be sounding like Cat Williams. His catchphrase, he be like, damn, I almost had it. I almost had it on the tip of my damn. Oh, he be like, I ain't lying. Y'all gotta just hear this motherfucker say that shit. That shit be funny. Motherfucker be like, I ain't lying. That nigga sound just like Cat Williams too.
Oh, y'all kept me. That nigga's a square bear, bro. Y'all better not. That's like a kid. It's funny, man.
I ain't lying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
I ain't lying.
30-minute timer. You're gonna come back in 30. Go ahead.
Okay, no problem. Unemployment for Black women is getting closer to Black men. With unemployment increasing for Black women, will we stop competing and realize we are in it together? Yo, Master, you're funny.
Right? And I met
So they beefing with this live right here.
At 5 years old, I was only 20. I was only 19.
I don't want to hear it right now.
Real quick, right?
I'll come back when the drama.
It's for the fact that
When it's drama for your mama, then I'll come back.
Closer to black men and unemployment. So guess what? We're on a sinking boat together. Woo! Why do I have to count down? No, I know, but I can answer it though. My fault. All right,
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, no problem. But okay, so all jokes aside, so my opinion on this.
I ain't lying.
Increasing for black women, can we realize?
I ain't lying.
One, okay, I'm gonna make 2 points. First point, when I checked the stats, I guess one, it's black unemployment has started increasing for black women.
I don't want to hear it.
I never had a kid a day in my life. Stomach flat as hell. Who does your win? If you do not like what you try, babe, guess what? You return her. Free returns. That's our policy, babe. We're giving you 30 days free trial plus 30 days free return. Okay? So make sure you're grabbing yours up. Do not miss out on this. You have nothing to lose here but that waste, because this is going to give you that hourglass figure.
This TikTok shit done turn into TV, boy. This shit, but I ain't gonna lie, this shit way better than motherfucking Instagram. That shit still doing the same shit from 2015, 16, 17, 18. Just a bunch of people. One thing I don't like about motherfucking Instagram, everybody on Instagram rich. One thing about TikTok, everybody on TikTok, middle class, or just ghetto. On fucking Instagram, everybody rich and ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Instagram. And I ain't even mean to do that. Fuck Instagram, by the way. I heard they don't pay no money anyways. I ain't doing none of this shit for the money. Now, that shit come because y'all motherfuckers want to make me viral. Y'all want to keep coming in this room, sneaking and shit. I bet if I turn my camera on, that one motherfucker who keep peeking in this bitch will come and stay. That's all they want to do. All they want to do is see my pretty, handsome face. They just want to see mama's baby. Daddy's maybe, mama's baby.
$10 only for in themselves. Don't care about how they women dress.
Shut up.
I will say, man,
Let me see.
you haven't even been to the first stoplight yet. Like,
I will say one thing, D.
He ain't got there yet.
You about to say he ain't even gotten the, like, he's just riding the bike, yo.
D, I will say one thing. If you're looking to have a family and that's truly something you want to come home every day to your children and a wife.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about no black love. I want to hear about black lust and ignorance and drama. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to see that punk either. What is this right here?
Go live. You guys don't gift anything. We want to gift.
Look at this fucking weirdo, y'all. Y'all gotta see this fucking weird shit I'm looking at. I ain't lying. If Michael Jackson had a motherfucking real kid, this is who it would be. Right here. This is a damn shame. The fuck this motherfucker supposed to be a damn Indian Jesus. A Pakistani Jesus. What the hell is this, man? A Mayan? What's them people at church who be having the shit over their face? It be like all white and they have white gloves on. They be dancing in silence. What they call them people, minds or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The people. They like dance performers or some shit like that. And they be in the church and they be like, they like professional dancers too. They be having the little white gloves on. They have like the little white face paint. That's what this motherfucker look like. Wish I get a good view of that motherfucker. Alright. I'm finna slide on their ass because they ain't talking about nothing. ain't. Yeah, man, what the TikTok drama at earlier? I came on this bitch earlier, but they was on that shit going at it. They had one bitch, she was on that line about how long she been with her man. They were going in on her ass. Let me see this fine bitch talking about. She looked fine in her profile. Then she looked in person. What the fuck? Bitch, if you don't go on somewhere looking like that, looking like motherfucking Camel's noodle soup. You ever seen a can of Camel noodle soup? That's how that bitch looked from the front down. Let me see these motherfuckers talking about.
Or to pretend that white privilege doesn't exist. See, y'all, here's the audio. We're gonna play two videos. They're about 3 minutes apart. Or excuse me, 3 minutes apiece.
Just because it was instilled in your mind to make you believe that way.
Yeah, no one makes me believe nothing. I experience racism from both sides. I'm mixed. I keep saying this to you. I'm black and I am also white. I've experienced racism from black people. I've experienced racism from white people, Hispanic, whatever. Okay. So again, but everything that you're presenting to us is not definitive. It's all about just...
Now, I love it when it's the intelligent black guy that tries to make, points in creative ways. So he wants it to be definitive. Like, whatever we express, when we get done playing these videos, he doesn't want it to be speculative.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't really care about racism. Racism don't really mean shit to me because I ain't never really experienced that shit. I ain't grew up in the 1950s and 60s and 40s and 30s. I ain't have to, endure a lot of that shit our ancestors had to go through, allegedly. Because I think some of that shit capped too. And, I ain't grew up in them times, man. Anybody that's in their late 20s or down or like to about 40, they ain't really go through no racism, bro. Like, yeah, you might get the slick racism when you go to a restaurant or something. They might treat you a little different. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you go to a restaurant with mostly white people at, they treat your ass nice. You know what I'm saying? It mostly be them black restaurants. And, when black people be in charge of shit, to me, I ain't gonna say they racist, but they be some of the most rudest motherfuckers. White people ain't really rude when it comes to business. When it comes to taking a nigga money, they ain't really rude. So they mostly be on, like, they mostly be racist when it comes to, like, minding somebody's business. Them Karens and, what they call them on the white racist men. They got Karens and, I don't know, Karens and Toms, I guess you could say. Don't be to me, that's like the only racism people really experience these days. People like just getting in your business and profiling you, but ain't nobody really walking up to nobody like, "What's up, nigger?" Spitting in your face and telling you can't go certain places. Now they do got certain towns you can't go to, in the South. Now I stay in the South, so certain towns, you can't go out the door. But I'm extra light skinned, so they may not fuck with me. But you crispies and you caramels, hey, y'all might be in trouble. But us super light skins, us yellow bones, and us red bones, we might be okay. But in the day, we all black. And the only thing I don't like is how dark-skinned people always try to put, not all dark-skinned people, but 50% of dark-skinned people always try to make light-skinned people feel bad for being light-skinned. Because growing up, they weren't chosen like the light-skinned was when it came to, like, girls. And, they feel like people mistreat them because they dark-skinned. Yeah, that's true. But growing up, dark-skinned motherfuckers always pick on the light-skinned motherfucker. you don't never really see a light skin picking on a dark skin. It always be the dark skins because and they psyche, they be jealous and mad that they feel like people mistreating them because of their skin tone. And you do got light skinned older black people that, treat a dark child different than they treat their light child or they light nephew or they light grand. That shit do go on colorism and all that shit, black people I feel like black people receive racism more from their family by their skin color or their skin tone than they get from white people. That's just my point. But yeah, man, dark skin motherfucker. A lot of them be mad, bro, that they dark skin when it's like, bitch, it ain't my fault. You came out crispy. I done seen some beautiful dark skinned people. So, it's ugly dark skinned people. It's ugly, caramel people. It's ugly light skinned people. It's ugly red people. It's ugly white people. It's ugly every color. Just because you light skin or you dark skin, that don't make you more pretty or handsome than somebody. And a lot of females these days, they like to play, the light skin versus the dark skin. Oh, I want me a dark skin nigga, cause them light skin nigga, they be gay. Or them light skin nigga be sassy. Or them light skin nigga, they too pretty. You know what I'm saying? But growing up, you wanted the light skin nigga. Now, because it's a trend and like a fetish for females to want dark skinned niggas. Not every female want them a dark skin. They even making songs about it now. But growing up, y'all was all lusting and you know what I'm saying? It all boiled down to following. Cause growing up, you ain't never really seen no dark skinned nigga or female get no love like that. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of these female niggas be fake these days just because it's popular now. I guess to date dark skin is not everybody a dark skin lover. Me, I don't give a fuck. You dark skin, you light skin, you caramel, it don't matter to me. As long as you look good, that's the only thing that matter.
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate it. You think every little number stat he would.
And then the guy got dropped. So here's the first thing that I want to express with
Y'all listen to this motherfucker.
Stop giving stories in the place of people who don't want to hear your story. I don't know how many people keep trying this, especially in terms of conservatives. They don't give a damn about your story. Typically, they really don't give a damn about people for some of the individuals we're talking about. And if you're trying to provide anecdotal experiences or a story whatsoever to an individual that doesn't want to listen to one, you're always going to end up looking like a fool in their space. So if that's all you have to provide to them, just look at them for entertainment. Do not attempt to reason with them based off your story. As a matter of fact, that happens too much on this app. We keep going into spaces to where they do not give a damn about you as a human, don't care about your story, and you push it, and it sounds like venting sessions or complaint sessions. And the reality of why they always make you more frustrated is because you're trying to validate your story or to confirm your story with individuals who do not care enough about you to provide you empathy. Stop doing that with individuals that just don't care. Now, here's the reality of the last part of the clip that they sent me. I think this is the right one.
Oh, wow.
No, this one.
And it's sad because it's completely just delusional. Anyway.
Well, and thank you for bringing that up, by the way, and pointing it out, because I feel like a lot of people didn't even realize what he was actually doing, right? Because it's so easy to see it from one side, right? And that one side was exactly the picture that he was pointing and painting it out to be versus what the actual reality of the situation was, right?
Now, if you're hearing what she's saying properly, she's saying that you tried to basically manipulate us with a story, and you're not really looking at two sides of everything. And the reason why she's able to do that in this conversation is because he tried to explain his stance with stories that apply to him instead of explaining the stance as to what white privilege is. Well, last time, I'm going to put it back up so y'all can see what we're talking about. If you go into a space and they have white privilege is bullshit, ops prove me wrong, you want to explain it with detail and facts. What he attempted to explain it with on the inside of this clip was not facts that are definitive, that somebody can say, well, okay, yeah, that's true. It's not about personal situations for them. It's about the proof of what white privilege is overall and how does it affect us. And the moment you begin answering that, typically where they back into is, well, how is it affecting us today? Show me how it affects us in this moment. And if you can't explain that effectively to them, they typically feel like they won. Now, once again, I still feel the same thing. Anytime I run across black men like this, I just get so disappointed. Because out of all the things you've ever been able to do on the inside of your life, the thing that you decided not to understand is white privilege or other aspects that revolve around with racism. Now, the lady's talking, she's a white lady. What we often notice is individuals like this are consistently the token for someone else. In other words, I can't tell you completely why he's doing what he's doing, but I can tell you what is activating is token guy. Let me be the token guy that feels like I'm the helper or the savior for white guilt.
He wasn't listening to me. He wasn't listening to what I had to say. It didn't matter what I had to say. So, thank you.
Exactly. Yeah, you did a good job.
Now, I want to use that as a talking point really quick. It's always amazing when individuals can acknowledge when they're not being heard, but they never acknowledge when they're not listening. And in terms of these things like white privilege, because that was the ending of that clip that I want to play, before we go into actual details about what white privilege is and everything else, every single time.
Don't nobody give a fuck about no white privilege, no black privilege. Man, niggas got privilege just for being niggas. Niggas get jobs for just being black. Niggas go to college for just being black. So I don't want to hear that white privilege shit. You niggas got just as much opportunity as a white man. When it comes to certain shit, I'm gonna say that. So I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not listening to no more of that bullshit. White privilege. Nigga, it's 2025, nigga. This ain't 1965. Fuck is you talking about? White privilege. This is like a lesbian dating show. Them bitches look ratchet as hell too, boy. Tattoos on the titties, you already know she ratchet. Nah, I guess I'm gonna go over to YouTube now. Hold on, y'all gotta see these goddamn BBL bodysuits. That's what I'm gonna start calling these shits. BBL bodysuits. Y'all gotta see this shit, bro. Them bitches be looking good in that shit. Nah. I just wanna know what you gonna look like outside of that shit. Cause I guarantee you, outside of them fucking bodysuits, them bitches be looking 20, 30 pounds lighter. It ain't all back there like that. We wanna see how you look when you take that bitch off. That's how you know. You don't know how thick a bitch is until you see a bitch in some, you know, them motherfucking them leggings that go all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, butt naked. That's when you really know. But that super tight shit, you know if a bitch got a body, if she got a body and everything she wear, like jeans, you know, sweats, tights. Cause in tights, damn near any bitch can have an ass in tights. If you ain't got an ass in tights, you just really ain't got no ass. But them tights do be showing that shit too. It definitely be showing that print too. But when the bitch get butt naked, that's when you really gonna see how the bitch really look. You know, cause a lot of these bitches be fooling these days. They got too many accessories to look thick or look like they got a body. Too many accessories, bro. Niggas ain't got shit to look Like, the only thing a nigga gotta do, if you, I ain't gotta say, but y'all know what you could do. If you got certain tools, you know what you can put on. That's really about it. Or get you a haircut or some shit up. Get you a fresh bald head. Cause I ain't getting no haircuts right now. I'm just getting straight bald heads. You know, get you a fresh bald head, put you on a nice little outfit. But you know, niggas can't really modify themselves like females. Females can modify the fuck out themselves. You know what I'm saying? These bitches, man, they can go put steroids in their body, in their ass, their titties. You know what I'm saying? They can put some shit in their stomach. Like, I don't understand, like, it's nothing wrong with not being natural, but at least if you're not gonna be natural, at least be already like fat or chubby if you're gonna go get surgery. And work out once you get the shit. If you don't do nothing but do like 50 squats a day, you know, you could do 5 sets of squats. You know what I'm saying? But come on, bro. These bitches be getting surgery and still eating McDonald's, Burger King, still eating out every day, juicy crab. You know, Friday and Saturday, they love to eat them juicy crabs. And you see more girl groups going out than you see men and women going out on the weekend. It's like, god damn, all these bitches looking for dick, are they eating each other out? Like, god damn, every Friday and Saturday you see a group full of fucking whores. Anytime you see a group full of bitches, 80% of the time they some whores, straight eaters. Even if they got a husband or a boyfriend, they some whores. Cause a female shouldn't be out more than one day a week without her man. What the fuck you doing out 2 nights in a row with your homegirl? Some of these bitches, they be having a whole nigga. They be out from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes even Sunday. Like, god damn. Little mama, when you gonna put the bottle down? When you gonna put the hookah down? And then nowadays, these bitches taking man drugs, Percocets. You know what I'm saying? They bitches been smoking crack and doing that other shit with the needle back in the day. But now they popping Percocets, sipping lean. You know, they was sipping 40 ounces back in the day, some of them. It's just ridiculous, man. They want to do everything a man do. They want to put on a nigga boxers. They want to put on a nigga pants. But they complain about niggas want to be big. I feel like both genders want to be something that they ain't. You got some females who just want to do everything a man do. Everything. And still want a man. That's just like a gay, not just like a gay man couple. You know what I'm saying? If your bitch masculine, or she just want to be a man and a woman so bad, like she want to wear both roles, and she got a nigga, you is basically dating a dude. You might as well just be gay. If you like women like that, you just might as well be gay, fam. I'm just saying. Cause how you get turned on by some shit like that? How you get turned on by aggressive ass bitch? And you know what state got some of the most aggressive bitch? New York. You could just be having a regular conversation with a female from New York, and they'll just be so fucking aggressive. Like, god damn, bitch, calm down. Let me see what happened down in DeKalb County.
Pertaining to a joint operation involving the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Fugitive Unit, along with the U.S. Marshals Atlanta Task Force, in which we arrested 14 suspects.
Damn, boy, Atlanta not playing, boy. This the cab, well, the cab right next to Atlanta. Shit, you might as well call that Little Atlanta. I ain't even from down here, and I know that. Damn, boy, they ain't playing. But what, one thing about Georgia, in Atlanta and all that shit, they got a lot of black people in power, but I just know it's a lot of crookedness going on too. And you know what I'm saying? That's with any color, but I just know, bro. Anytime you got a bunch of niggas running some shit, you already know. You see how niggas is when they run McDonald's and Burger King, how they act. So imagine a bunch of niggas running government type shit. They don't be running shit. They always got to answer back to that white massa. Always remember the elites always gonna win. Every state, from the government, from the high government to the state government, got somebody with some money in charge who make the calls behind the scene. But let's listen to these roguish ass jits who about to be going to the penitentiary.
Including 3 juveniles in connection with recent thefts and violent assaults in the city of Stone Mountain, Georgia. On August 26th, the County Sheriff's Office deputies.
You know what's crazy? I was supposed to move to Stone Mountain. That was crazy. We were supposed to move to Stone Mountain. That's crazy. We seen that area, we was like, well, not me, but it was like, oh hell nah. It was like, oh hell nah, nigga. We ain't move from Florida to come up here and to live in the ghetto. Nah, we not finna do that. Nah. I think black people need to get their own suburb. Black people gotta stop thinking because they black, they come from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Black people gotta stop that shit, thinking because you black, because you come from the hood. That's the most dumbest shit in the world.
And U.S. Marshals executed an endeavor at a residence on Copperfield Circle in Decatur, Georgia, to serve arrest warrants for 4 individuals wanted on charges of armed robbery and aggravated assault. In total, the operation resulted in an additional 68 warrants and the seizure of multiple illegal weapons and narcotics, and as depicted on the photographs we have displayed. The seizure included 15 firearms, with 11 of those firearms modified with
Damn, 11 of them bitches modified with a switch. I know you about to say that shit next. I'm about to turn the camera on. Damn. I don't even feel bad for these young niggas, bro. Cause you niggas know better, bro. You niggas know better, bro. You niggas got the internet. You can literally watch a nigga on the internet and see how they fuck their life up and to not fuck your life up. Like, bro, they got so much shit out here. They got tech jobs. A lot of these jobs ain't hiring these days. I ain't gonna even lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just right now, it's fucked up right now. If you got you a good job, you better hold on to that shit, because it's gonna take you a while to get another one. If you ain't got certain skill sets, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just crazy, bro, that, when I was growing up, it's 20, I grew up, yeah, you could say, 2010s, the 2010s. And the 2010s, everybody was trying to, sell them some, some food, and, niggas was swiping too back then. But, niggas always did violent shit. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and act, because niggas like to act like, 2010 was, it's just, crime always been bad. Like, niggas always put that motherfucking stick, that Draco, that Glock, they always put that fire to work, you feel me? But niggas was getting money, bro. A lot of these young niggas going to jail ain't even touched 10 bands, but they probably done touched 10 niggas. You know what I'm saying? They probably done put 10 niggas in the ground, and they barely 18 years old. Cause a lot of these young niggas, you could say, oh, these niggas, they this, they that, they did. Man, a lot of these YNs, man, these niggas ain't no joke. These niggas real deal putting in work, but nigga don't understand, bro. Once you take a life, that life gonna be stuck with you forever. You know what I'm saying? And niggas can't sleep at night doing. Well, I ain't gonna say that, cause you know you got serial killers sleeping good out here. But I'm just saying, bro. If you not sliding for your dead homies or your dead family or your dead homeboy, whatever, you just doing it because you just want to be down with the neighborhood or you just want to be down, bro, that shit dumb. But if you grew up in that lifestyle, you really done lost some close people, okay, I could see that. But just to be out here knowing you ain't like that and just sliding and slide for no reason, and in the end, you ain't gonna even touch 10 bands. What's the point of doing that shit, bro? If you ain't doing it for respect and, you know, repping for your people that's not here no more. If you ain't doing it for that or no paper and you just doing it just so you can have a name, bro, it's plenty of niggas I went to school with that got life sentences or done did like 5-10 years already. And after about a year or two, you don't even hear these niggas' name. Like, they homeboys might say their name, but, man, ain't nobody really gonna talk about you like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really put it, but it's just like, that's what niggas doing it for mainly a lot of times. They just want to be heard and they just want to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to run on their own. Like, man, if I gotta go out there and do some shit I know I don't want to do, I'd rather be called a coward, a hoe, a bit. See, growing up, I couldn't take that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't take, you know, but it's just like, man, you got niggas my age in their late 20s who know what this shit come with, and they coming home from prison doing that shit all over again. Then you got the niggas who just, like, bro, your life just getting started, bro. You 18, 17 years old, bro. You can go to trade school tomorrow, and by the time you 20 years old, you could be making 6 figures, bro. But, hey, it's sad to say, half of these young niggas, by the time they 20 years old, they gonna be on their 3rd, 2nd year in prison on a life sentence. Because I don't know the guidelines and the laws and all that shit. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. But I do know if you get caught on the federal level with a switch, multiple switches, that shit worse than getting caught with Fetty. You know, you would rather get caught with some Fetty or a whole bunch of pounds of tree or something. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I think them switches, depending on your record, I think they can give you like up to what, like 10 years for each one? Some shit like that. So, I don't know, man. I just don't think, like, if you not sliding for the cause and there ain't really no meaning for what you doing, man, I know niggas be dumb and young and lost, full of cum, just trying to fuck everything moving and just, you know, moving fast. But, bruh, if you 17, 18 years old, bro, you don't want to start your life off in prison, bro. You might be in that bitch till you 50 years old. You may not never get out that motherfucker.
Legal automatic switches, 220 grams of marijuana, 77 grams of ecstasy, and 82 grams of cocaine. The suspect...
Damn, niggas still popping X. I thought they was just doing that shit when I was a jit. When I was a jit and the generation right before me, they was on them X pills and C-class and all that shit. Damn, niggas still popping them X.
Ranged in ages from 15 to 43 years of age. Desiree George, 43. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun, silencer, or dangerous weapon prohibited. Kendrick Clark, 21. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle.
Did they just say? Did they just say? Did they just say, bro? The this person is 40 what years old, and the name is Desiree. So that sounds like a female. Look at somebody in the comments say, that's the problem. The police do our jobs. What she said? That's the problem. Our police do a job, then the courts fail the people. Yeah and no. I know one thing about Georgia, boy. They motherfucking, they, man, they is, man. I worked out there in Lily Springs. Okay, I know what that is. But yeah, Sandy Springs, Lily, I worked out there before. But yeah, man, like this shit, man. I forgot what the fuck I was just saying. But yeah, man, this shit is crazy, man. Oh yeah, Georgia, man, they give out a lot of probation, man. Like, that's crazy about Georgia, man. Georgia, one of them states, you could do 10 years in prison and they'll give you 10 years on paper. It's crazy, man. Just imagine. I remember when I was legit, I did what? When I was a juvenile, I did like 3 months on papers. Then when I was just coming of age, I did like a year on papers. And bro, that year on papers really wasn't nothing. I ain't gonna lie, that shit went by so fast. But it's just the thing I don't like about that shit is them, like when you on papers, them people can come in your house at any time, bro, and just fuck with you. Like they could come in your house anytime and be like, oh, I just want to search. So, hey man, all the young niggas, if this live get posted, because I don't know, when I finish, it don't be posting. It be going private or some shit. I don't know. But if a motherfucker see this live, bro, man, listen, I ain't gonna say stay out of the streets, because, you know, that's like beating a dead horse. At least if you're gonna be in the street, dog, if you gonna have that fire and that switch on you, man, as soon as you see them people, man, if you can, man, you just better run and throw that mud, dog. You know what I'm saying? You better off just getting caught with some tree, you know, with some money, or even some of that other food. But you don't want to get caught with no armed trafficking, dog. You don't want to get caught with that fire, a switch, and get caught with that work. Like, man, and then half of y'all young niggas who out there, y'all using just as much as y'all selling. So I don't even understand why niggas even trapping still. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't use as much as you, but that's another story. Let's just get back to this shit.
Rifle, machine gun, silencer, or dangerous weapon prohibited. Obstruction of law enforcement, giving false information, and tampering with evidence. Aaron Kunda, 17. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun, silencer, or dangerous weapons prohibited. Elder abuse, assault, possession of a firearm during a felony.
Damn, this
Johnson, 18.
This motherfucker beating up their grandma, their granddaddy. Why they say elderly abuse? That usually what that shit mean when they say elderly abuse. It be somebody grandma or granddaddy. That's crazy, bro. Now, you 17 years old, you deserve to go down the road for that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel no bad for you, dog. You 17 years old, you beating up on somebody 65 years and older. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I can see, like, you know, even though this might sound, you know, fucked up, I can see a nigga hit a lick. I can see a nigga hit a lick on an older person. But to abuse an older person, come on, dog.
Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun, silencer, or dangerous weapon prohibited. Rifle gun bearing, 19. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun, silencer, or dangerous weapon prohibited. DeAndre Tucker, 18. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun, silencer, or dangerous weapon prohibited. Sanchez Lattimore, 18. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun, silencer, or deadly weapon prohibited. Joshua Harris, 19. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun, silencer.
Hold on, bro. So you mean to tell me all these niggas had a shotgun? They must charging all these niggas with the same gun, because why all the jits got the same charges? You know what I'm saying? That don't sound right. I think all the jits getting charged with the same weapon, because I don't get that, bro. Like, everybody had a shotgun with an enhancement on it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that bitch said 11 switches. And this comment said, damn, that every YN has. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, because where I stay at, it's like on the same side of the street. It's the hood right next to that shit. Like, you might well call this the hood, because it's like literally right next door. On the same side of the street where we stay at. But you know, our house is nice over here. You know what I'm saying? But so, man, at nighttime, bro, you know, the train come by. And one night I was in the back, you know, smoking. And, bro, I just heard that switch go off, but that shit went off, brother. And that shit had to go out leak by like 15, 20 times, but that shit just was. That shit, that shit sounds so like that shit go off so fucking quick and fast, bro. Like, that shit, like, man. You know, everybody there done heard gunshots, but them switch gunshots sound different, but that shit sound like you in motherfucking combat war. You know what I'm saying? But, man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. All these young nigga lives fucked. Now, nigga, if they... See, this be the sad part. It take niggas have to go to prison sometime for 5 to 10 years, some even longer than that. Now they want to get a trade. Like, bro, you could have got that shit at 17. But then again, I ain't making no excuses. A lot of niggas don't really give a fuck when they 17, 18. They just out here trying to fuck some, get some money, and live life, you feel me? So, you know, you can't really say that, but it's just like, damn, bro. Cause the shit I did at 17, even though I did 3 months papers in the diversion program, I could have easy went to prison if the shit would have turned out, you know, like that shit, man, it's crazy, man, cause when you out here hitting these licks, bro, you know, a motherfucker could real deal lose their life. Like, I remember an older person was telling me about they had a friend that their grandson did the same shit I did. Same shit me and my so-called homeboy who told on me did. His bitch ass. And the motherfucking person died. Had a heart attack when they did what they did, you feel me? So, man, when you hitting these licks, man, you know, a nigga that's hungry, you know, or just trying to get to it, period, they don't, you know, nigga don't think like that, but you're gonna have a long time to think when you sit down doing time for that murder and for that lick. You feel me? You know, growing up, that's all niggas did, you know, in the 2010s, bro, was either sell dope, hit licks, scam. You know, you always had niggas who hit licks and play with that fire. But it seemed like niggas doing everything. I guess like we like the last generation when niggas had their lane. Niggas used to do that. It was like back then niggas had their lane, bro. Like you got the nigga who sold his shit. You got the niggas over here who hit licks and who played with fire. Then you had niggas over here who scam. Now it's like the scammer wanna be the lick hitter. The scammer wanna be the nigga that play with that fire. You know what I'm saying? Any nigga drug addicts. And their girlfriend drug addicts with them. All the girls selling they pum pum. You got a bitch on YouTube, 13 years old, talking about she was fucking 30-some-year-old man and her mama sitting right there with her. Like this shit is getting crazy, bro, for men and women. I think this gonna be a generation. It's sad to say, but I think this gonna be like the worst generation ever. I think the 2020s to the 2030s is gonna be the worst fucking generation ever.
A dangerous weapon prohibited.
Them 2000 babies done fucked the world up.
Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun silencer, a dangerous weapon prohibited. Triante Brinkley, 23. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun silencer, or dangerous weapon prohibited. Active failure to appear, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during a crime, and murder. Saquon Bailey, 21. Possession of a sawed-off shotgun or rifle, machine gun, silencer, or dangerous weapon prohibited. Trafficking ecstasy, possession with intent to distribute a Schedule 1 or 2 substance. The juveniles that were arrested are not referenced by name due to their ages, but face multiple counts of armed robbery, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during a felony, and elderly abuse.
Oh, so at 17, you not considered a juvenile in Georgia? I mean, they could rejudicate their ass, whatever they call that shit. I know in Florida they call it that's not called rejudicated, I don't think. But they could direct file your ass. You know what I'm saying? Florida, I think every state had that where they could charge you as an adult. So these charges seem serious, boy. So I don't know, man. Y'all might be going to the county too. Y'all might be going there. I think for sure all y'all ass going that road.
It is our intent today to let the citizens of DeKalb County know that the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, under the leadership of Sheriff Melody Maddox, is steadfast about our mandated duty to pursue and arrest wanted individuals, which in turn makes the streets of DeKalb County safer. I would be remiss if I did not highlight that we are merely the face of this operation to the day, but the true heroes and sheroes are the investigators of the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office that spend countless hours lurking in the shadows of the DeKalb County streets every day, turning over every proverbial rock to locate individuals such as the ones highlighted today, and making sure those individuals can no longer exact violence in our community. We'll take questions at this time.
Could you clarify, this operation was to find juveniles who were involved in the robberies and stuff?
No, it was initially based off a warrant issued by Stone Mountain for 4 individuals. The operation yielded everything else that you see today.
Multiple warrants, because I do see a murder and some drugs and everybody else is done. Who was the main target here in that initial Stone Mountain warrant?
Are you sure? This is Lieutenant Mobley of our criminal processing unit.
The initial warrants were for aggravated assault, armed robbery, and elderly abuse. It had 3 juveniles and 1, we thought all of them were juveniles, but 1 ended up being 17. So the initial investigation started with looking for those individuals, which led us to Copperfield Circle.
Would you describe these individuals as a gang, or could you elaborate a little bit on their connection to each other and how they work together?
Captain James Parker.
gang statute and the way this crew is operating, then yes, they could be considered a gang. However, we're still early on in the investigation, and we're still looking into that part.
Man, this shit is crazy, bro. This is what the comments say, bro. Cause this shit might have some truth to it too. It say good old DeKalb County knows ICE is in the state, so they decided to. Yeah, they decided they might want to make some headlines. Then you got the comment following that. Exactly, they made one sweep. Now it's back to doing nothing. I don't know, man. I heard the Cal County. I'm not from down here, but I heard the Cal County was like, there was like a, mostly like a black police department, and they was like, kind of easy. I don't know. They wasn't like, like other counties. I guess they wasn't really like as hard as the other departments. I guess is down here. I don't know. This is crazy, man. I don't understand, bro. Like, bro, come on, bro. These days, bro, like, you could, well, everybody can't be a swiper, but, like, you can literally swipe, bro, and sell you some tree. Just leave them pills and that yayo alone, bro. Them days over with, bro. Like, you know, if you gonna sell something, you might as well just sell you some, I don't know, bro. Sell you some gas and swipe. But niggas still trying to like, I don't know, bro. And then it's like, if you gonna be in the streets, you gonna have to have a switch these days. If you got a regular fire, you gonna lose, bro. Cause just imagine, bro, like, these niggas running packs. Just imagine 2, 3 young niggas, and it's just one of you. You got a regular Glock. These niggas got a motherfucking Glock with a modification on that bitch. Nigga, they gonna take your ass out. Just one person with that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's like just to go outside, you need a switch. Cause if you get into it with somebody that got a switch, you fucked. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like, you can't do nothing with a switch if you ain't got something that's automatic. If you ain't got something that's going, I think the only shit that can probably stop a switch is probably a AK or some shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I ain't really too good with when it comes to that type of shit. But I do know them switches do go to work. This is crazy, man.
Again, like I just said, we still early on in the investigation. So the initial ones were the aggravated assault, what was the armed robbery, and the elderly abuse warrants that we were looking for them for, and we stumbled across all this other stuff with the guns and the drugs and what have you. Yes. She was the mom of one of the suspects.
Damn.
Possibly, yes, sir.
The elder abuse has that tie.
Damn. So one of they mamas done got wrapped up in it. Damn, bro. What if she was just at home and I don't know, bro. Cause I do know some states now they starting to lock the parents up like certain crimes. If your kids do something, mm.
The initial crime of the armed robbery and aggravated assault actually occurred with older individuals. Um, so that's how they ended up tied in. Just older individuals were actually part of the crime, victims of the crime.
So they were targeting how many elderly victims? How did that unfold?
To give clarification on that, the original charge was taken out by the Stone Mountain Police Department. What typically happens if the agency that encounters these crimes initially aren't able to locate someone, those warrants are turned over to the sheriff's office. At that time, we subsequently do an investigation to bring those persons into custody. So the initial questions about the original warrants would be better served by referencing the Stone Mountain Police Department.
So in other words, it was turned over to the fugitives, and you guys go get that back, basically.
Yes, sir.
The residence where the initial warrants were served, is that the home of one or multiple suspects, and then were there other operations happening out of that house related to the drugs and guns? Was it a base of some sort of crimes, or was it just where some of them happened to live?
I would reference it as where some of them happen to live and that others frequented on a regular basis.
The murder arrest or murder charge, how does that tie in?
The murder charge in this case is actually an out-of-county warrant. He was wanted for failure to appear on that charge. So it was just a fruit of this arrest and crime that we ended up getting at.
So he was out on bond, or just was he fed to appear?
Yes, sir. He was out on bond on that charge out of another county. And
All right, man. We finna get back into what I was doing yesterday. The Young Thug case. The Young Thug and Bank interview. This shit like another case. It is.
These niggas, you get out of jail, you do this, but if Duke go to trial, when Martinez don't want to go to trial, you must take the stand and speak truthfully about what you told us in this interview. That's his plea. If Duke go to trial, he got to get on the stand. That's Yak plea.
And if he would took it and she got on trial, what they would have did, that would fuck the case up or something? Who would hurt the case? Like
if Duke would have went to trial, Yak would have had to take the stand. Duke would have got fried. What the hell you mean? In the goddamn interrogation, Duke, Yak told exactly what happened. Yak told. Hey, man, I ain't even finna play with y'all in here, man. I'm just tell y'all the truth. That's what happened. That's what he say in the interview, in the interrogation, man.
Now they saying Thug ain't rat. I don't know. I ain't watched interrogation. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody say he was a rat. I was like, shit, he a rat. Nah, man. I don't know. I seen like a snippet of that shit, but I ain't really watch it. I don't know, man. Shit. If he a rat or he ain't, it is what it is. Eh, even if he ain't a rat, he talking too damn much, bro. And in this interview, like this the third part I'm watching. I did 2 parts yesterday. So I honestly don't really 100% know. But I feel like this nigga ass a rat, bro. Cause he talking too goddamn much.
And I ain't even come to play with y'all for. I don't even, man. Whatever I can do, this guy, make this shit on me, bro. Like, They like, man, what's going on? Well, obviously, the DA's already wondering, like, what the hell y'all nigga on high-speed chase right here next to the opposite? They don't know that Duke got.
Damn, boy, like this is like these females need to just shut up, bro. I don't like when females start speaking on street business. Like, if you a female and you ain't in the streets, like, I've never been in the streets, like, why is you speaking on that shit? You a female, man. Stay in a female's place.
On at the club, though. It's on the reps. It's low. We keeping it low. Just street shit. Keep that low. Go on. Yeah. So, when Yak tell them, Duke got jumped on that magic. We was on the way to got straight out hood. That's why in the interrogation room he was saying shit. They were like, oh, so you and Duke finna go kill? He like, I ain't gonna shoot. I was driving. How I'm gonna drive and shoot? Duke gonna do the book. Duke gonna shoot. He say all this shit in interrogation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the interrogation room. He's saying this shit. He took a plea. And his plea was when Duke go to trial, you gotta take the stand.
So what's the difference between Duke in the interrogation room and that interrogation room, you in the interrogation room? What's the difference?
One of the comments say, the police mentioned the names. I was just telling the stories.
Duke never was in the interrogation room. I mean, I do. Yeah. The difference with me and Yak's situation is Yak in the interrogation room telling that Duke did the crime. Yeah. Not no bullshit, no funny shit. Yeah. Ain't even no harsh feeling. I ain't mad at nobody, none of that. Yeah, like,
I want to know what the difference is. I want to know your perspective on what's the difference between him being in the interrogation room talking and you being in the interrogation room talking.
The difference is he told that Duke was locked up for these crimes. He told the police what Duke did. Mm-hmm. Like you told on Duke. That's the difference between his and mine. I didn't tell on Roscoe. I tried to freak Roscoe. I'm saying Roscoe didn't shoot at the bus. Yeah. We be serving these niggas when they come to Atlanta. He ain't shoot at this bus. They ain't beefing. Yeah. That's what I'm telling the police. Yeah. Any street nigga in the world gonna understand that. Any street nigga in the world not finna say, oh, I read it, or I did what wrong. No nigga.
What about the niggas who feel like you don't supposed to mention other niggas' name in front of the police though?
The police mentioned the names. I just gave them my stories. Okay. The police mentioned.
You heard what that nigga thought just said, bro? Hold on, bro. Y'all gotta hear that shit. I gotta make this a clip, man. This right here is too funny, bro.
Mentioned the names. I just gave them my stories. Okay. The police mentioned their name. I ain't bringing no nigga name up in the interrogation. The police mentioned these nigga names.
I ain't mentioned their names. I just gave them the stories. Yeah, that's a new one right there. I ain't mentioned no names, boss. I just gave them the stories. So basically, they brought it up, and I just gave them details on what they brought up.
I brought Guap name up, but I brought Guap name up to talk about my dealings with Guap. Like, I'm signed to bitch, I'm not signed to her. That's why Guap name came up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bringing no nigga. You act like I'm in this motherfucker saying, oh, Big Bank Black. A nigga police don't know. I'm naming Superstar. The police know every one of these niggas. You act like I'm bringing the nigga name up there. I ain't saying you. I'm just saying, I ain't saying you. I'm saying like the world. Y'all acting like I'm bringing up a nigga name, putting a nigga on police radar. Man, I'm talking about full-blown superstars. I'm talking about signing. I'm signing Guap. What the fuck did I do to get Guap in trouble? By saying I was signing him. Like, what the fuck can I say about to get Birdman in trouble? Saying that Birdman and Wayne got a problem, not Roscoe and Wayne. The kind of nigga.
Nah.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident.
That's snitching, bro. That's you saying Birdman and Wayne got a problem, and then your manager, come on, bro. And then Lil Wayne tour bus get shot up. Come on, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
You pushing it off on Bird like that's a motive? I check that motive.
Nah, because the work at that point it was already on fire. You gotta understand, Wayne had already said they fucked my money. This shit was imminent. He already said fuck a nigga with that dress, man. You don't listen to niggas. He already did all this shit. He did. So this shit already in the public. This shit in the public eye. I'm not.
Exactly, bro. Like this comment say Thug doing mental backflip. Yeah, he playing mental gymnastics, bro, from part 1 and 2. And then now, looking at these comments, I mean, I don't know, bro. I ain't really see the interrogation video. But just the way he been talking in his interview so far, bro, like it just don't seem right, bro. It just don't seem right, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, if the nigga didn't snitch, he just talked too much. I don't fucking know. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just still talking shit about it, bro. Be honest with you. These niggas keep on snitching. Y'all, even if he is a snitch, though, y'all gonna still fuck with him. Nigga gonna still bump his music. Nigga gonna still go to his shows. Nigga still gonna be his homeboy. So I don't even know why y'all even make such a big deal about rats if you still gonna fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna put a rat down or you ain't gonna just say fuck them, you know what I'm saying? But most people that's talking about Thug in the industry gonna still fuck with Thug behind the scenes if they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like and then the niggas who fuck with them gonna make excuse why they fucking with them. Same shit niggas do for 6ix9ine, Gunna, all them niggas. So I mean, it is what it is, bro.
You're telling them that giving them something to go with, a story to go with. I'm in this motherfucker saying, man, y'all, what you talking about? Like, what the problem is with Bird and Wayne? You know what they saying about them? They saying that Birdman ain't made him. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you know that. Even though I feel like, personally, I shouldn't even been saying that, because y'all already know that. So why do I gotta sit in here and reiterate that? But, you just a young nigga in this motherfucker like you for inflammity for. Yeah. But the difference is, I'm telling these niggas my partner ain't committed the crime that he in jail for. And a nigga, telling the police that Duke committed the crime that he in jail for. That's the difference.
I might do that next. Not today. I'm already done did too much time. 90 minutes. Shit, I ain't even peeped that shit. 97 minutes. Yeah. Y'all motherfucker about to get 2 hours out of me today.
Me asking you, do you understand the difference?
I got ADHD like a motherfucker. I can't stay focused for shit. I just be sitting here about to go to sleep, bitch. Shit. I don't know how people.
I told, if you look at the whole.
I might go back on there and let y'all listen. But you got this one motherfucker who I was telling y'all earlier, who people almost another live beefing with him, a whole nother live, left his live, start their own live. Bro, I can go on this nigga live 12 p.m. This nigga still be on live at 12 a.m. I don't know how the fuck niggas be on live 5-6 hours a day. I know niggas be getting paid, bro, but bro, I got ADHD, bro. I fuck around and go to sleep on that bitch. Like, it just, like, me, I have to lock in with some shit for me to stay focused, because, bro, my mind be here, there. Like, it's just, staying focused, boy, that shit be hard, boy.
Interview, and I'm gonna put the not the audio, I'm gonna put the video out so you can see the actual video too. I told the lady to take my number on some flirtation shit. Just flirt. When we first come in the room, I was flirting. All this shit on video. When we come in,
He told the police to take his number down, talking about he was flirting. Nah, though. You told the detective to take your number down, bro. Nah, bro. That don't sound right, bro. You was trying. It sounded like you was trying to be. Sound like you. Sound like you was trying to be first name basis with the popos, man. I don't know, man. But this shit ain't looking good, though. That's all I'm gonna say. Ain't looking good. Niggas calling you Master Splinter out here. Super slime ball. And even if you ain't a snitch, bro, like, how you explain wearing all them fucking dresses and shit, cuz? You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't a snitch, cuz, like, you was real dear around this bitch wearing fucking dresses and probably thongs and panties too. Who knows what the fuck? If a nigga put on a dress, like, you know, like, a nigga put on a dress, like, you see a nigga put on a dress one time, you like, okay. But this nigga got multiple videos and pictures like styling and profiling, like stunting in the dress, skirts and shit. Like, man, come on, bro. I really think that's why Thug was such a big artist too, cause he did exactly what them people wanted to do. He 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 made his name off that dress. He made his name off humiliation. So him being a snitch with that, I don't think it's gonna hurt his career. Cause he already came in backwards. He ain't come in on no gangster shit. Ain't ain't no fucking gangster. Tell me what gangster you know that walk around and dress and shit. Dress and panties and shit. Come on, bro. If a nigga put a dress on, nigga put some panties on too, dog. Extra small thongs. These niggas be tripping, dog.
I'm flirting with her. When we sit down talking, she's sitting at the table. I'm talking to her. I'm flirting with this bitch. Not mean to call her no bitch. Flirting with this lady, like. And at the end of the video, when everybody getting up and leaving out the room, I'm still talking to her because she getting up late. Like, she still, like, getting her shit together and getting up. Like, well, all right, got the time to you, woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, man, you don't know anything. Get my number, baby. I make promises. You know, I'm just flirting with the lady. Obviously, the world gonna look at how they want to look at it. That's wrong shit to say. Just looking back on it, don't you feel like that's wrong shit to say? I feel like that's the wrong shit to say if I was saying it for the reason, if I was saying it for another reason. Saying hearing it. Okay, you hearing it? What that shit sound like? I understand what it sounds like. Yeah. Because I'm mad at niggas for saying shit that to the police. But the difference about me is, what in that interrogation did I tell the police for you to think that I'm saying, if y'all want to know anything else, I didn't tell them nothing. For me to even say, if you want to know anything else, get my number. And don't tell nobody. What the fuck I tell them in the interview for them to even, for a fan or a nigga looking at the interview, what did I say in the interview for you to even look at this interview and say, and not say he playing game? Man, he's just playing game. He talking shit. He need to tell them shit.
I don't care what nobody say. Thug doing too much explaining, bro. A nigga who ain't no snitch ain't finna be doing all that explaining, bro. If a nigga ain't a snitch, nigga ain't gotta clear their name up. I don't know, man. I just never took Thug serious, man. And I had somebody down here tell me, they say, yeah, Thug used to be like that in the streets before the rap, I guess, this and that. I mean, yeah, he probably was. I'm not from down here, so I don't know, bro. Like you saying, but I heard, yeah, he was young, but come on, bro. And I don't want to say the typical shit niggas say, oh, well, this Atlanta, what you expect a nigga wearing a drink? I don't know, it's just like, I just never could take the nigga serious. When I seen a nigga as legit, I'm like in high school, this nigga Thug wearing leotards and skirts and dresses and tight, like, bruh, this nigga I think he did an interview, he said, like, most of his closet was, like, female clothes, like, come on, bruh, like, that's crazy, bruh, like, no straight man is out here wearing no fucking dresses and, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. But, hey, man, I'm not out here to say if this nigga straight out, he ain't. That ain't my business. I really don't give a fuck. It's just always been strange to me that this nigga was talking about he was a gangster. And at the same time, he was wearing a dress in mother... Man, I know how that... It's like you can't even blame the industry when it comes to Thug, because I think Thug said in one interview he been wearing that shit since he was like, he been wearing his sister clothes since he was a kid. Like, what the fuck? That's the same shit Dwayne Wade said. He said he used to sneak in his sister closet or mama closet and put on her clothes. And you know how, you know what type of time Dwayne Wade on. Like, y'all kids, man, don't look up to this type of shit, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with being, you know, to the left. To the left, to the left. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with being part of the alphabet community. Ain't nothing wrong with being part of the finger popping community. Ain't nothing wrong with being part of the, you know, How you doing? Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like no kid should look up to no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No kid should have to look up to their favorite artist wearing a fucking dress. Then you got people out here who be trying to like justify that shit like, oh well, no, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Men do not wear dresses. That's why they got women's department and men department, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand how y'all niggas ever took Thug serious, bro. Like, fuck him being a snitch. This nigga say he used to, what he said in that song, something about he had the dress on so he could hide the stick. Hey, come, just imagine, bro, you beefing with a nigga like Thug, and he come outside every day with a skirt and a dress, and he hitting at your ass every day with that shit on, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I wouldn't even wanna be in the streets no more, bro. If y'all let niggas like that get a pass, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want to be street no more. Atlanta down bad for that shit. They supposed to been outcast that nigga and told that nigga, man, nah, bro. Nah, shawty. Nah, shawty, you can't be representing the city like that. You know what I'm saying? The city already got a bad name when it comes to that shit. You know what I'm saying? And niggas from Atlanta love to say, oh nah, nigga, most of them gay niggas ain't from here. Hey, man, usually you can't tell me that, man, most of the gay people is from other states. Nah, bro. Nah, that shit either 50-50 or more than that, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, nigga, that shit. Nah. Let's get back to this shit.
Like, yeah. You told. They say who killed Nutty. You said Shannon and Woody. Yeah. Yes. So at the end of your shit, you say, when the police say, well, all right, man, you got anything else you want to say? He say, hey, I'm locked up. Y'all got me locked up. Y'all got to let me get out so I can get around it. And then I can say, I have something else to tell y'all. That's a difference than me saying it, because I didn't tell them shit in my interrogation video. I'm in this motherfucker talking shit to them. Y'all blood? Hell nah, man, we fake bloods. We just say that shit abuse, crazy. Nobody know real blood. Wayne and us ain't real bloods. We just talk shit abuse. I didn't tell them nothing to get nobody in trouble. So why would you look at the end of that interview when I said take my number, I make promises, baby, don't tell nobody. Why would you look at that part of the interview and say, damn, boy, he was finna get him his number so he can get him information? What information did I get him anyway? The first one. You get what I'm saying? I get exactly what you're saying. If I'm spinning the police, and at the end of my conversation, I say, get my number if y'all want to know something. What make y'all the smartest nigga be like, bitch, nigga, you ain't tell them that. What make y'all youngins feel like y'all can spin the police, though? Just I don't understand that, though. I don't understand that. Man, but them bitches is smart, though. Bro, it's just like movies just coming up in the game. When you're a real nigga, I feel like I'm a real man. I feel like I honor and I love every nigga who I love. Yeah. So I'm willing to do anything to help the nigga that I love. And sometimes you can make the wrong thing. You can do the wrong thing trying to help a nigga that you love. Yeah. And when I say do the wrong thing, I ain't doing that wrong in the interview. No.
Man, ain't no such thing as spinning the police, bro. Corralo said the same shit, and we seen how that shit turned out. He the first nigga I heard say some shit like that, bro. I don't know if this how you niggas getting down in Atlanta, but bro, what the fuck is spinning the police, bro? So basically you saying tell the police a made up story to get off. So if that's the case, then Lil Woody ain't snitch either, cause ain't Lil Woody say he was doing the same shit? Ain't Lil Woody say he was spinning the police? Come on, man.
The thing I did, well, I feel like I did wrong was even talking to him. Right. But I'm doing the interview out of I'm purely trying to save my man. When I first seen this shit on the internet, I was like, oh, man. But I was like, man. Because they mixing it. Because I ain't even watching.
I just seen 2-hour interrogation video on Young Thug. I didn't even watch it. So I was like, man, you gotta, little man, like, man, you gotta listen to it, man. Please just listen to it for me. Before you jump out there, please just listen to it for me. Please, please, please. I listened, I said, if I want to listen, I'm like, they ain't not playing games, why the fuck you doing us, man?
Because we just young nigga, and I'm thinking, my man's Roscoe already locked up for shooting at Lil Wayne took us. I know Roscoe got a trial coming. I know that too.
So basically saying, ain't no way you can tell him because you ain't even in trouble.
I'm not even in trouble. So
That's the same nigga that Lil Woody say that was playing with them boy girls. Oh man. Oh man. Come on, Thug. Thug, this shit making you look bad, bro. This shit making you look. Your man's known for playing with boy girls. And and you got these other, oh man, snitching, playing with boy girls. Man, this, damn. I'm just speechless, man. I'm just speechless, man. And why the fuck that nigga got out of prison so fast? Like, didn't this nigga shoot at Lil Wayne allegedly? How the hell you out of prison that fast, bro? That's crazy.
they come in, they say, you ain't in trouble. We ain't talking about nothing dealing with you, none of that. We just got some conversations that we're going to have with you. What click in my mind? This my turn to help my man. This my chance. We just young niggas, bro. We high, yeah, we on drugs. I'm just thinking in my mind, but this my opportunity to help my man. He ain't broke yet.
Nah, don't blame the drugs, nigga. The drugs ain't make you tell, nigga. Though. Oh, so now he gonna say, oh, bro, I wasn't in my right mind. That's why I told. So you know how many niggas can use that same excuse? Oh, I wasn't in my right mind, bro. That's why I told, bro. Come on, man. Fucking slime ball.
You know how. Who, me? I ain't blowing the sandwich. Oh, for real? They get niggas who tell that type of food. They get niggas like me who I ain't finna tell them nothing. They give me the blowing sandwich. I ain't give them nothing. They gave blowing sandwich. But the folks give me blowing sandwich. I ain't even eat it. I'm like, I ain't that shit. I think I opened that shit up and ate the cookies or something. I didn't even eat this. I probably did eat this sandwich. I was so burnt down when you was saying, like, I was burnt. But I didn't get the luxuries because I ain't get them that. They would have felt like you giving me something to eat. Because I asked them in there, like, man, y'all didn't give me that belt. Like, damn, it's good, bro. Like, I'm a motherfucking millionaire, bro. I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, y'all would try me like you would have blown the motherfucker. Like, get the nigga up. Y'all gave this nigga chili wing hot cup. You know what I'm saying? Give me what y'all gave him. I know why y'all ain't gonna give me what y'all gave him. Cause I ain't getting nothing. And you don't get nothing in return. You don't get me doing that, but denying my partner involvement with that tour bus shooting, denying me being in a gang, denying Birdman having something to do with the shoot, with Lil Wayne tour bus shooting, denying me being signed to Birdman. You don't get nothing but denial from me. You don't get nothing but denial from me. Everything I did in the interview was on purpose, nigga. Man, that's crazy. So let me ask you something though. Now let me tell you something about that. Cause I've been saying he and all this shit. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit, you know what I'm saying, you did do whatever, however. But fuck, this is how I feel, man. Me to you. I know you said this shit would have came out or whatever, this would have happened, that would have happened, this would have happened. But what I'm saying is even in them, I don't feel like you realized what you was going through. And then when you got out, I don't feel like you was focused, bro, the way you should have been. Like, I feel like you're taking your blessing for granted. That's just how I feel. Like, I ain't here to condemn or protect. I ain't here to do nothing but get your perspective and feel your energy, bro. So what I'm telling you, and I'm hoping you feel mine. I'm saying, I feel like
This is a damn shame, bro. Yeah, come on, bro. Come on, Bang. Come on, Big Bang. Big Bang, come on, bro. This shit right here, man, don't make no sense, man.
Before they got out of jail and truly went with your denarius, I went with, what was it, on through. I was like, what I say? But fuck that, get home and get to it. Ain't else. I don't feel like you did. I feel like came home playing again. I don't need me personally. I don't know.
Nigga sound he about to cry. He sound he about to cry, man.
The crazy part is, I thought I came home on fire. I thought I came home just like popping that shit, just living life and getting back to life and enjoying life. But you still gotta understand this too, man. My whole life, I poured into people. I built niggas' foundations. I built niggas up my whole life. Any nigga tonight, I play a part, a major part in their success. I witnessed that. And I feel like you gotta look at it, you gotta step in my shoes, man. I gotta get out of jail and rebuild. I gotta get out of jail and rebuild this shit.
Okay, you coming home to money though.
Get out of jail and just hit the ground running.
You coming home to money and connections. Most niggas coming out of jail, they ain't got shit. They gotta start from zero. Zero. This nigga crying because he gotta come home and rebuild. So what, nigga? You shouldn't have went to jail in the first place, nigga. Playing gangster and shit, nigga. You got millions of dollars. You done sold over 10 million records. And you want to be out here sliding, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
Them niggas, that's what they go past what the fuck did wrong and they just keep going. Rebuilding doesn't mean what, like rebuilding your mental. Rebuilding my mental, rebuilding my financial stability, rebuilding my organization, rebuilding like the way the world looked at me, the way the world perceived me. Because you gotta think, I get out of jail. Yeah, I spent my last 10 years every day with my friends. And we building, we showing the world, this how you supposed to be, this how brothers is, this hood is, this how we supposed to do it, this what we doing. So I get out of jail till now I don't got them friends no more. So
what brothers you know walk around in leotards, skirts, and see this how you know niggas will be down with any nigga that got some money and fame, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. This nigga couldn't be from Miami or Broward County with no. They would have been clowning his ass, nigga. Nah, ain't no fucking way, bro. Lucci win all day when it comes to this shit. Come on, man. This nigga, how can y'all take this nigga serious? Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I don't care how gangster a nigga is. I can't take nobody serious that wear dresses, bro.
Just get out of jail. I'm used to being with them. My last 10 years, I've been with them every day. So I get out of jail, now I gotta learn how to not be with them. And not because they dead or they went.
He miss his boys. He miss his boys.
I can't just get out of jail and go forward, bro. Like, I thought I was, but
he
this
missed the
boys. saying? I know my brother in that box fucked up. I was just in that motherfucker fucked up. Ain't right. Whatever. I don't give a fuck if tell these niggas fuck. If it ain't fuck me when he get out of jail, then my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love that nigga. I know he love me. He knowing I wouldn't have did that shit. I triple asked him for if this gonna affect my brother. That's what he told me. I took it for face value. That's what he told me. That ain't the truth. All right, I'm just telling you. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm just telling you what he said. That's what he said. He said, oh, I ain't saying that the truth he said. Yeah, that's what he said. He like, I'm just waiting on his word. I don't know, cause his lawyer could have told him. His lawyer could have fed on some bullshit. My lawyer's just a real man. He gonna tell you, hey, this what we got strength at in this trial. This what we lack at. This what you fucked up at in this trial. This what you got their ass. So that's part of the reason why I took my plea. Cause he like, you gonna win the case 100%. You gonna get acquitted, but you can't get acquitted for the shit they found in your house. It's in your house, the house in your name, everything. Like, even though it ain't your shit, still got the law.
Ain't Playboy Cardi from down here too? No, that fuck nigga be walking around in thongs and G-strings and goddamn. Man, come on, man. This shit is crazy, man. And I know this ain't the whole Atlanta. It's some real niggas everywhere you go. You know. But man, this is crazy, man. And can you be a real nigga and be a punk? Can you be a punk and a real nigga in the same breath? You know, I think you can though, cause you know, being a real nigga is being real with yourself. You know, nigga think being a real nigga is just being a street nigga and a hustler and you know, a Billy badass. But you know, to me, a real nigga just a nigga who real with theyself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's some real nigga punks out there. Yeah, it is. A street nigga just ain't gonna look at it like that, cause street nigga just don't condone gay shit. That's just what it is. It ain't that a nigga hate gay people or nothing like that. It's just like, cause you know, street niggas got gay brothers, gay cousins. Some of them even got gay daddies, you know. Some niggas daddies gay. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, it's niggas out there sliding. Niggas know they gay, but they just got fear. Like, I don't know, Thug must have put fear in these niggas hard, man. I don't know, man, but that's two right there, big zesties. Playboy Cardi and Thug. And motherfucker love they ass, but I ain't even know Playboy Cardi was from Atlanta until I seen that police video. So I ain't even know he was from But hey man, that type of shit going on in every major city, every city, man. Just them niggas just big time artists. That's all it is. That's all.
Tell the jury you must charge the owner of the house with these items if he's in his house. So Brian always told me, like, this is what you don't get convicted in. This is why I feel like you could get convicted in. He said, you still can win it, for sure. I think you're going to win it. But I gotta tell you, I can't tell you. I can't be no bullshit like these other niggas. I gotta tell you, hey, this is where you strong at. You strong in every corner of this case except this one. The shit coming in your house, you're not strong in that. No matter what. 9 times out of 10, you will get convicted of this. No, I'm thinking about you saying like you had to rebuild, you had to move on to niggas for 10 years. You had your partner that been with you 10 years, and then every day. But I used to come every day. Like every day, like to the max. Like you don't do that every day, but it was a different every day that you want to go. What I'm saying is that shit is a marriage. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like you having your wife, bro. And this ain't even just your wife. She came in with you. She came into the relationship bossed up, millionaire, doing this shit, Came a bum. She came with nothing. You made her a millionaire. You foundated her. You built her. With all honesty. Like you built her just on some honest shit. Even though I'm gonna build this project. It's just like, damn, why I look at it a little bit like, bro, I love it. I'm gonna try my best to help it. Something. I didn't even know this nigga when he first came around. I just was just like on some shit. Man, everybody with me, I'm taking him with me. I'm gonna figure it out. If he don't rap, I'm gonna
whatever we put on this internet and the fans say, what the fans commit him, the fans put on him, that's what I'm finna make him go with. If we get on the internet, he don't even gotta be around. If the fans say, but then they got the shit, this nigga be as a motherfucker. But I'm finna make sure you first as a motherfucker every time they see you. Like I'm just don't do whatever I can do to help my niggas. Yeah. Or my girl, like whatever. I'm doing whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? So have you ever actually sat down and thought to yourself, how do I really feel about this? Not how. Well, I take it back to this. How do Jeff feel about this? Before I saw my brother get killed, how would he feel about it? About what? About Ghana. Period. Just already like how do you like? I'm trying to get you tap into like. How do you really, really feel? I know how you know how we know how we're supposed to feel about shit. That's how we're supposed to feel. How you really feel? Yeah, how you really feel about this shit. I really, really feel. I feel like true word, King True. That's why King Spot called King True is the big homie. King True, our big homie. I honor true words to the T, no matter what. I'm with him to the T. He not a bad man. He a real man to me. What I identify as a man. I honor his words. He told me before he died. He didn't tell me on his dying bed. He just told me before he died. Gunner is my son. Take him with you, though. Get him out of the hood. Get him out of Shady Park. Take that boy with you. That's my son. And then just so happened, he just ended up dying. And I honor his word. Bro. I took the nigga with me everywhere, bro. This my man's, bro. Whatever you will. All the bullshit that I knew about you, all the shit you did, the shit on sitting on the porch, talking about your cousin, damn near telling, on the guy to the Crime Stopper people. All this shit, I knew all this shit. Later on, but I knew this shit. And I just found a way to love you. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. And I just love you because I just honor true word. And I feel like, whatever, I don't know what Truth told you, but I know he told you something good. And I feel like you just didn't honor the word. You ain't honor that, bro. You ain't even honor brotherhood. We ain't even talking about Truth. We just about brotherhood. We from the street, bro. You know how hard it is for us to become successful men? Make millions of dollars? If a nigga took me from where I'm at, sleeping on my mama's motherfucking couch, to making millions of dollars, I'm dying before I go against him. No matter what, I'm gonna die before I go against him. No matter what.
And yes, ma'am.
Wait, I don't think he feel. Now, you know, like I said, I ain't here to got take or condemn nobody. I don't feel like he crossed him. Me personally, as a man, me knowing him, he's smarter than he look. Gunner's a smart man. He let his silence make you think other things about him. He's a smart man. He's strategic. I taught him how to be. The thing about it is, when it come down to being real, the strategicness go away from me. When it come to being a man, like standing on man business, a man, I know how to be strategic, but I forget to be strategic when it come to that. I'm gonna say the truth. I'm gonna pour it out what it's supposed to be. Life to him is just all about being strategic. It ain't about nothing about being a real man or like coming to grips with what's going on or just like knowing, like I did it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always be some strategic shit behind it. So you like it just came out of the.
So him wearing the dress and putting all that shit on, that wasn't strategic. That was just who Lil Jeff was. Okay. So him spinning the police in the interrogation room, that wasn't strategic. That was just, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I done mix my words up fucking with this shit.
You know, usually if the way you described it, you would have been saw that though. So you saying this just came out of the blue with that case? Nah, but the crazy part is, bro, he already did some shit that's a violation. But don't nobody really know about it but me and Cash, XO, my brother. He already done did some shit that was a violation that I supposed to cut him off for. He already done did some shit where I was supposed to cut him off for. I just found a new way to love him.
And I try to be how y'all live. I try to look at him from a different light and be like, maybe he ain't understand. Maybe he ain't know. I know he knew though. Maybe he ain't know. The only reason why I knew he knew is because he denied it. Instead of saying, damn, bro, I ain't even know. A nigga that don't know gonna say, damn, I ain't even know that. A nigga that know what he doing, what he gonna say? Hell nah. I denied it. Like, hell nah, right? Hell nah. Like, that's just how the circle of life. That's how I go. You gotta understand, bro. I had him man with me every day since late 2015. I had him man with me every day, bro. I made that man I made him a millionaire. Like, I bought his first apartment that he lived in. I bought it with my money. I made him put his money up. Keep your money. I bought it with my money because I had.
Nah, nigga, you bought that with his money. Cause you know he was gonna be a star, nigga. Why would you just buy a nigga some shit like that? If you just want the niggas hanging around, I don't know. You know, nigga do look out for their homies and shit. You know, I don't know. But nah, nigga, you was investing in that nigga Gunna. I don't know, bro. Is Gunna better than Thug? Maybe now, cause you know Thug can't really talk about the shit he used to talk about. But you know, Thug had his time, but I ain't gonna lie, Gunna hard too.
A little extras. I bought. I went half and half with you to buy your mama house. Your mama first house, get her out of the hood. I did that. Me. I told you to go down there to the country town to get your dad, no matter what the differences is with your dad. I told you that. I know for a fact, me personally, I know your dad don't look at you like a. I know that. It's my man's. Your dad is my OG. He don't look at you like that. I made you go get your dad. I made you reunite with your family and do the right thing. I just poured my all into him, bro. I gave this nigga more time than my children, bro. I gave him more time than my kids. I gave him more time than my old lady. Like, I poured my life into these people, bro. Like, every second. I went half on your mama house and bought your mama house, bro, because you didn't have the money. I went half with you. I bought your brother his first truck and let you present it to him like you bought it. Your brother on the internet, man, yeah, throw that nigga throw it. Like, nigga, you don't even know what's going on. Like, you don't even know, bro. Relax. This shit that nobody don't know, but we men, so I don't be can to speak on that type of shit. We men, I ain't do it for that reason. I did it because I just honor my brothers, my friendships. And brotherhood, I honor this shit. I love you, bro.
So, yeah, it's cold. So you still love him?
Bro, I poured so much into this nigga, I can't even hate him, bro. In jail, I thought I hated him when he took the shit, when they did that. I thought I hated these niggas. Nigga, my girl made me realize, like, but you don't hate him. You just mad at him. You don't hate him, bro.
You hate him up when you stop talking about him.
Why you hate a nigga, you on a whole nother type of time.
Yeah. You stop talking about him.
Like, but I don't wish no ill will on him. No ill feelings at all.
Stop the man having that shit hit the way, bro.
Because I was just angry.
Okay.
But it seemed like nobody understanding why I'm angry. Like, bro, all the shit I did for that nigga, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I put my whole label, my whole shit behind that boy, man. Like, nigga, you think Key dead? You think Key as a man, you think Key to respect you for what you did, bro? You to my RP Key, bro. You know Key ain't gonna respect you for what you did to me, bro. You know that. You know Key ain't gonna respect that. You know ain't no real man gonna respect that. You did that, bro. Stand on it. You did that. Everybody talking about why he ain't say it and why he quiet. What can you say? What can you say? If you was Gunna, what can you say? If you was him, knowing everything you know about this shit, what can you say, Bank? If you was him, just think of something you think you can say. If you was in Gunna's shoes, what happened?
I can't really put myself in his shoes.
I
don't just say I
nah, but sometimes guess what, bro?
Feelings.
This
what I think he should say. If everything you saying is valid, I think he should call you and have a conversation. But would you take a conversation? Because niggas don't. You gotta think.
I don't think I'll take a conversation.
All right, so what can I say?
I know that. I ain't even talking about what can you say to me.
He might want to say something, but he know. So I don't want no conversation. So what can I say?
I feel like you portrayed a certain image as soon as you got out of jail. Because nobody know you did what you did in the courtroom. So as soon as you got out of jail, you portrayed.
Ah, man, shut up. Shut up. Let me give y'all some more of that shit tomorrow, man. God love you, and I don't. Yo.